What's up, you guys? Chris McGarrahan Jr. here from Brixton 81. Today we're going to talk about the 3 reasons you need to master the jab. Okay, so the jab is, a very common word in boxing, in mixed martial arts, in all of combat. But when you hear about it, you really only hear it from one perspective. It's important, but you're not looking at the entirety of what the jab can do. A lot of people say the jab is what sets up the overhand right. The jab is what gets you in and sets you up for other combinations. And yes, it is a setup punch, but a lot of people are underutilizing it because, quite frankly, their technique is off. Because when you have the right jab, which my dad for hours from the age of, 11, 12 years old to now 28 years old, my dad would for hours have me just practicing the jab back and forth in the garage, back and forth till my arm literally felt like it was gonna fall off. But that prepared me for boxing to where I could use the jab for these 3 things, okay? So one is actually defense. A lot of people don't know, but your jab can be used not just offensively, but defensively. So let's say an opponent is coming at me, I can keep them off of me, I can keep them away with my jab. Again, they're coming at me. So a jab and a step back can create a lot of space and let your opponent know, hey, if you come in, I'm gonna crack you with this jab. Now, when I'm using it defensively, I could put some emphasis into it, I could put some power into it, but really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create space. I'm trying to say, hey, get away from me, because every time you come in, I'm gonna crack you with that jab, and enough times you'll see somebody's eye will start to swell up. You'll start busting their nose up and bleeding the nose a little bit, cutting up their lips, just from hitting that jab. Boom, boom, boom. Even though it's light, if you do it repeatedly, it's going to bust your opponent's face up, right? So, they're coming in. And look, when I use my jab, how much space I'm creating. So if they come in and I'm using my jab and my step back, I'm feet away. I'm probably, that's my reach. I'm probably 5 feet away from their head, from their core, from them being able to attack me. So 1, defense. Utilize the jab defensively. 2, and we mentioned this in the beginning, is to set up other punches. So the jab can obviously be used, get my distance for that overhand right. I can use the jab, get them to blink a little bit, get them to lose sight of me, boom, come in, and attack the body. I can use the jab to set up maybe even a jab to the body. Jab up top, jab up top, jab up top, boom, bah! So, setting up for different combinations, I can use the jab. Now number 3, last but not least, and this is absolutely the most overlooked purpose of a jab. A lot of people think to knock your opponent out, it's all about the power punch, or even, this is overlooked as well, but the left hook. Yeah, but you can really inflict a lot of damage on your opponent using a jab, specifically a step-in jab, right? So I've got my distance, got my range, maybe I'm boxing a little bit, keeping them out away from me. Then a step-in jab, I can really, with my hand that's closest to their face, so they won't see it coming like an overhand right, or even a step-in left hook. I can step in, and I can do a lot of damage. I can break somebody's nose. I can close their eye socket. I can do a lot of damage from the jab as well, offensively. So again, the 3 reasons are: 1, defensively. I'm gonna punch a little bit lighter, keep people away from me. 2 is to set people up for my power punches. Or number 3, quite frankly, if we're in a fight and I have this hand closest to you, meaning it's the shortest path from A to B, from my fist to my opponent's face, that's my left jab. You can really do a lot of damage with the jab. So, a couple pointers when throwing a jab, and here's how you master it. So, pointers first, a perfectly executed jab is one with full extension. So, if I got the T-Rex arms, that's not a good jab. Why? Because I'm not creating the most distance, and the power of a jab actually comes when it's fully extended. So that's 1, fully extend the jab. Now, how do you learn a jab? I'll take my gloves off for this. It's really only two ways to really master a jab. One is shadow boxing, and I would suggest anyone shadow boxing, record yourself so you can make sure you're doing this. So you're forming the arm and throw the jab in a variety of different ways. So I might throw it straight, then move my head. I may move my head and then throw the jab. I may duck, throw the jab that way, but throw the jab and record yourself doing it. What you're looking for is making sure you have the extension on that arm. Second way to practice the jab, get someone to hold pads for you. You can practice the jab on a heavy bag, but with a heavy bag, it's really designed for power punches, for absorbing power punches. Better off in a double end bag for that. But having somebody hold pads while you snap the jab, what that'll do is that'll teach you distance. You can have them hold it farther away, closer in, and that'll really get you to master your distance with the jab. So those are the three ways to utilize the jab. I hope that helped. Put those exercises to use and master the jab.